Hello UGC Net and NCET aspirants as well as fellow educators. Welcome back to EduWorld Insight. I hope you are all dedicated to your exam preparation amidst the ongoing conflicts and global tension. Today, we have an intriguing and significant topic to delve into within Unit 1 Educational Philosophy, and that's Yoga Philosophy. Please stay with me as we explore this fascinating subject. Okay, as we all know, yoga philosophy is a rich and ancient tradition encompassing many ideas, practices, and beliefs. Here are some key aspects and information about yoga philosophy before we move on to MCQs or most frequently asked questions from yoga philosophy. So when we talk about origin, yoga has its root in ancient India and can be traced back over 5000 years. The word yoga is derived from the Sanskrit word yuj, which means to unite or join, signifying the union of mind, body and spirit. Now, the scripture, the text which is provided by Patanjali, or you can say he is the founder of Yoga Sutra. The text, the ancient text is one of the foundational work of yoga philosophy, consists of 196 aphorisms that provide guidance on the path of yoga, including principles of life and a meaningful life and achieving self-realization. According to Patanjali, yoga does not mean union but spiritual effort to attain perfection through the control of the body, sense and mind, and through right discrimination between Purusha and Prakriti. When we talk about approaches of yoga darshan, there are several paths or approaches to yoga, including the following: Hatha Yoga, which focuses on physical postures and breath control. Raja Yoga emphasizes meditation and mental control. Karma Yoga, the path of selfless service and action. Then we have Bhakti Yoga, devotion and love for a personal deity or the divine. Jnana Yoga, the path of knowledge and wisdom. Next, we have the eightfold path, or you can say the 8 limbs of Yoga Darshan, which is outlined in Patanjali's Yoga Sutra and provide a framework for spiritual growth. They include Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana and Samadhi. So let's see what they all are focusing on. So Yama focuses on moral and ethical guidelines. Niyama, self-purification and study. Asana, physical postures. Pranayama, breath control. Pratyahara, withdrawal of the senses. Dharana, concentration. Dhyana, meditation. Samadhi, enlightenment or union with the divine. So when we talk about the theory of knowledge, according to Patanjali's theory of pramana, so epistemologically, Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, which formed the foundation of classical yoga philosophy, describe the concepts of pramana, which means the ultimate knowledge, which is the study of knowledge and how we come to know things. Patanjali identifies 3 sources or means of knowledge known as pramanas. As you can see in this diagram, these 3 sources of knowledge are Pratyaksha, that means direct perception, Anumana, which means inference, Agama, testimony or scriptural knowledge. So when we see Pratyaksha, that means direct perception, this is the most straightforward and commonly understood source of knowledge. It refers to knowledge gained through direct sensory perception when your senses, sight, hearing, touch, taste and smell interact with an object and your mind interprets these sensations, you gain direct perceptions. Means direct knowledge from your directly contacted with the 5 senses. Next we have Anumana, that means inference. Anumana is the process of deriving knowledge through inference. It involves drawing conclusions based on observed facts and logic. For example, if you see smoke, you can infer the presence of fire because you have observed this cause and effect relationship in your past life. So this is like through your putting down your conclusions, you are getting some information. Then the third one is Agama, testimony or scriptural knowledge. So Agama refers to knowledge obtained through reliable sources like scriptures, trusted authorities or credible witnesses, or in modern today's world we have our teachers. It involves accepting information based on trust and faith in the source. Agama would involve the source of knowledge. Here we have mostly in today's time we have scriptures, testimonies and teachers, and the recipient. These three pramanas are important in Patanjali's philosophy as they provide the foundation for acquiring valid knowledge. Okay, now we can infer that yoga philosophy often emphasizes non-attachment to material possessions, desires, and outcomes as a means to find inner peace and liberation. When we talk about teacher-student relationships, so the guru-disciple relationship in many traditions of yoga is a close relationship with a spiritual teacher, whom we can say guru, is considered essential for guidance and spiritual progress. Now let's see what modern yoga focuses on. So in today's world, yoga has evolved to include various physical and fitness practices like Ashtanga, Vinyasa, Bikram, and many more, which are often focused on the physical aspects, that is asanas and stress reduction. While these forms may not incorporate the full philosophical depth, they still provide physical and mental benefit. Now, before we proceed further, please take a moment to like this session and subscribe for more videos like this. Your support means a lot to us. Thanks. Now, let's quickly go through the most frequently asked questions from yoga philosophy. So, the first one, Yoga Sutra was given by whom, or who is considered the author of Yoga Sutra, a foundational text in yoga philosophy, or who is the founder of yoga philosophy? So here options are Patanjali, Syatmarama, Shivananda and Giranda. So definitely, as we have discussed before, the correct answer is Patanjali. Question number 2. Ashtanga Marg is a contribution of dash to philosophy. Definitely from the options Mimamsa, Vedanta, Yoga system, Jainism, it is a very straightforward question. So the correct answer is Yoga system. What are the 5 elements, or you can say the tattvas of yoga? So here the options are earth, space, fire, air, akash, earth, water, fire, air, wood, earth, space, fire, air, akash, and the last option is earth, water, fire, air and akash. So definitely the correct answer is earth, water, fire, air, akash. Next, question number 4. How many principal Upanishads are there? 14, 10, 18 or 7? So let's see what are the 10 main Upanishads. We'll see here. Isha Upanishads, Kena Upanishads, Katha Upanishad, Prashna Upanishad. Then we have Mundaka Upanishad, Mendukya Upanishad. Then we have Taittiriya Upanishad. We have Atariya Upanishad. Then Chandogya Upanishad and Bhradaranyaka Upanishad. So these 10 Upanishads are often referred to as the Dashopanishad or the 10 major Upanishads. These Upanishads are highly revered to their philosophical and spiritual teaching, and they explore various aspects of metaphysics, meditations and the nature of reality. Next, Raja Yoga is a yoga of controlling our dash. So organs of actions, our emotions, mind, sense organs. So as we have discussed before, Raja Yoga is a yoga of controlling our mind. Next, question number 6. Who is not an Acharya of Hatha Yoga? So definitely the answer is Matsyendra. Okay, so the next question is, Karma Yoga is a branch of yoga based on the teaching of which text? So here, Ashtayakra Samhita, Hatha Yoga, Pradipika, Bhagavad Gita and then Vedas. So the correct answer is Bhagavad Gita. Question number 8. Which sacred Hindu text introduced the concept of yoga as a part of spiritual enlightenment? So the options are Veda, Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana. So according to Hindu text and which introduces the concept of yoga is Bhagavad Gita. Next, who said yoga is a means of compressing one's evolution into a single life or a few months or even a few hours of one's bodily existence. So the options are Rabindranath Tagore, Buddha, Swami Vivekananda, Gandhi. So here we'll understand Swami Vivekananda was a monk and spiritual leader who was born on January 12, 1863 in Kolkata, Bengal Presidency. Now it is Kolkata, West Bengal. He wrote Karma Yoga in 1896, Raja Yoga in 1900. He is one of the most prominent figure who brought yoga to the West. He defined yoga as a method of condensing one's evolution into a single life, a few months or even a few hours of one's bodily existence. On May 1, 1897, he established the Ramakrishna Mission in Bellarmouth near Calcutta. The Ramakrishna Mission's goals were based on ideas of Karma Yoga, and its major mission was to aid the country's destitute and troubled population. This can also come for the exams, so please take note. Yoga, according to Vivekananda, is a discipline that connects a human to realities or gods. It can be inferred that Swami Vivekananda said yoga is a mean of compressing one's evolution in a single life or a few months or even a few hours of one's bodily existence. So the right answer is Swami Vivekananda. Question number 10. Which of the following is one of the 8 limbs of yoga as described by Patanjali's Yoga Sutra? Ayurveda, Japa, Pranayama, Sansara. So definitely the answer is Pranayama. As we have discussed before, the 8 limbs are Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana and Samadhi. Okay, next. In which of the following paths of yoga is devotion to a personal deity or a divine emphasized? Karma Yoga, Raja Yoga, Jnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. So it is a very straightforward question. So the correct answer is Bhakti Yoga. Next, as per Kundalini Yoga, which energy centers are believed to be aligned along the spine? So here 5 chakras, 7 chakras, 10 chakras, 12 chakras. So the correct answer is 7 chakras. Question number 13. Which of the following is not one of the yamas, the ethical principle in yoga philosophy? So options are ahimsa, satya, asana, aparigraha. So definitely asana because it is related to physical postures. So here we are talking about ethical principles. So definitely asana is not one of the yamas. Next, the process of drawing conclusions based on observed facts and logic is known as what? A. Pratyaksha, B. Anuman, C. Agam and D. Sansar. So definitely B is Anuman. According to the observation, we are putting the conclusion. So that is Anuman. Next, which limb of yoga involves withdrawal of the senses? Pratyahara, Dharana, Pranayama, Samadhi. So definitely the first one, A is Pratyahara is correct because it withdraws the 5 senses to interact with the world and we gain the knowledge. With the interaction, using 5 senses, we are getting the knowledge. So that is Pratyahara. Finally, a question thrown to you, my lovely learner audience. Which of the following is not one of the 8 limbs of yoga according to Patanjali's Yoga Sutra? So options are Niyama, Bhakti, Pranayama, Samadhi. So comment your answer below. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.